Dear Chartered Accountants, working professionals and students in the domains of Indian auditing, accounting and the tax and regulatory space, welcome to podcast of Fca Deepak Rao, a practicing Chartered Accountant. Daily news and updates for 22nd July 2023. SEBI has extended the framework to freeze the permanent account numbers of designated persons during the trading window closure for financial results at the security level for all listed companies in a phased manner. Trading restriction period shall be made applicable from the end of every quarter till 48 hours after the declaration of financial results. Presently, this framework applies only to listed companies that are part of benchmark indices like NIFTY 50 and SENSEX. However, from October 1st, 2023, the framework will be extended to the top 1000 companies in terms of BSE Market Capitalization and then to the next 1000 companies from 1st January 2024 and remaining companies from 1st April 2024. This move is aimed at preventing inadvertent trading by designated persons during the trading window period, ensuring fair and compliant practices in the Indian stock market. ICAI defers peer review requirement for practice unit covered under Phase 2 of peer review mandate. The government has notified July 18, 2023 as the effective date for the enforcement of Section 12 of the Competition Amendment Act 2023. Section 12 of the Competition Amendment Act deals with the provisions relating to the appointment of the Director General. Now, the Commission may, with the prior approval of the central government, appoint Director General for the purpose of assisting the Competition Commission of India in conducting an inquiry into contraventions of the Act with effect from 18 July 2023. The central government has exempted regional rural banks notified under Section 23A, subsection 1 of the Regional Rural Banks Act 1976 from the application of provisions of Section 5 and 6 of the Competition Act 2002. This exemption is carried out in the exercise of powers conferred under Section 44 of the Competition Act 2002 for a period of 5 years from the date of publication of this notification, that is 14th July 2023. Sections 5 and 6 deal with provisions with respect to combination and regulation of combinations. The Central Board of Direct Taxes issued a notification amending Rule 11UAC to widen the scope of non-applicability of Section 56, subsection 2, Clause 10. The board has extended the exemption to fund relocation to IFSC. Shares, units, interest received by the fund management entity of the resultant fund in lieu of shares or units or interest held by investment manager entity in the original fund won't be taxable if the following conditions are met. Condition number 1. Not less than 90% of shares or units or interest in the fund management entity of the resultant fund are held by the same entities in the same proportion as held by them in the investment manager entity of the original fund. And condition number 2, not less than 90% of the aggregate of shares or units or interest in the investment manager entity of the original fund was held by such entities. In the exercise of the powers conferred under Section 42 of the Reserve Bank of India Act 1934, the RBI has directed the inclusion of the non-GHIOP bank in the list of scheduled banks. Now the bank will be covered under the second schedule of the RBI Act. The Central Board of Direct Taxes has amended Rule 21AK to include income arising to a non-resident as a result of the distribution of income on offshore derivative instruments within the scope of exemption under Section 10, subsection 4E. This podcast is sponsored by Sound of CA. We share because we care. Vande Mataram, Jai Hind.